I'm here looking at old pictures of Rome. I got to go several years ago with Dr. Moore, Dr. Wills, and several from Southern Seminary to study abroad. Just getting to walk through where the early church kind of was birthed and started. Just so amazing to look at some of that. And I'm just looking at pictures, some of those ones that are very famous. Here you have the Colosseum. Of course, when you think about Rome, you sort of think about the Colosseum. I think there's a picture of me showing how strong I would have been as a gladiator. But standing in something like this and thinking about all the Christians who were brought in there and fed to wild animals and ripped apart and put in excruciating battles that they knew they were going to lose as people would cheer. And then I remember standing in the Roman Forum. You can kind of see just some of the ruins of these ancient buildings. But it's amazing to think about what they would have looked like in their glory, because these things were built to be eternal. The thought of the Romans were, this city was going to be forever. It's an eternal city. It's never going to fade. It's never going to fall. All these buildings are going to be eternal. And as you can see, we're walking through the ruins of these buildings, and this place that was the center of the world, the most powerful place in the universe, now we're just walking through it and in rubble. And this was Mamertine Prison, one of my favorite places that we got to go. See, there's like a hole in the ground. This is where they would have put the Apostle Paul in the ground. And then here's where he would have stayed as he's writing letters to Timothy. He's writing letters to people, encouraging them in the faith, that even though he's bound in chains, the gospel is going to keep going on. So here's Paul. He's in Rome. He's writing about Jesus, telling them the gospel, and he's also suffering. He's in prison. He gets his head chopped off, but he loves King Jesus so much. Looking at all these pictures gets me really excited about this summer, because this summer, me and my wife and my kids are going to go through the book of Romans, this letter that Paul wrote to the people living in Rome. Well, they've heard about Jesus, they've heard about salvation. He's going to really go in detail and explain to them what the gospel is and what it means for their lives. So what we hope is you'll join us this summer. So how you do that, it's really simple. You can go to She Reads Truth, He Reads Truth, and Kids Reads Truth. There's a link at the bottom of this video. Just go there. I suggest ordering the family pack and just go through Romans with us. A lot of people from our church are kind of going to do that this summer. And what I'm going to do is to create video teaching content that goes along with what we're reading. So hopefully you'll be studying the scriptures, and then also you'll get to watch maybe a video or two a week that kind of explains what you're reading. So I pray that you'll join me and my family as we walk through the book of Romans this summer.